The latest balance changes have caused quite a shakeup. Of course, we have to do the disclaimer. All the data you are about to see comes from the feature matches, which is a very small pool of data and can include EXGP matches. So it might not be totally representative, and we make the assumption that EXGP matches take up such a small amount of the matches that they won't show up in the feature matches very often. So let's get into it. For the color pie, green has taken over. Purple has understandably died down since the nerfs, but still takes up respectable 20%, and black has also benefited a lot from these balance changes. As aggro has become a little bit more prominent, black always kind of steps in to take up the control throne, bumped itself up to around 20%, just like purple, and red unfortunately stays down in the dumpsters around 10%. Down in the dumpsters, that's a horrible way to say it, but they really haven't moved much in the new meta. Alright, let's check out the heroes. Nero is taking the top of the charts, which I guess could be expected since he was the most popular one after Zero, who has been knocked down a bit, but surprisingly still second place. We've also got some new faces with Chun-Li and Nergigante sneaking into the top 5 most played heroes. For the hero arts, we have, of course, Hey Nico, the most popular hero art for Nero. Just spamming those actions, getting that utility is great. Zeros have turned towards fight against inner demons instead of Rakuhoha, which just saw the nerf. And Wesker has flipped gears from Ouroboros into Dark Destruction this season, as aggro has become a little bit more popular and Dark Destruction fits the new deck builds better. For card popularity, we are going to check out the units instead of just the most popular cards, because that is going to give us a better idea of what decks and what archetypes are actually being played. I don't want to show you all another week where Foresight and, Disarm are the most popular cards. We know that doesn't give us any useful information. So for green, the most popular color, Feline and Lair, MP boost, typical. But let's look past that. And we do see past Feline and Lair are Bamboo Pandemonium and Shara Ishvalda. That definitely speaks towards these new archetypes of green that are being played with Bamboo Pandemonium type zombies decks and Shara Ishvalda spam. In red, we've got Hellbat and Claire, which represents the rise of Jill as the most popular hero for red, while Denshin has been wiped off the map after the hero art rework. 15 AP and +1 damage isn't quite enough. Black's most popular units are going to be Jewel and Junie, which definitely speaks towards the zombie engine, which fits in both mono black control and plenty of black two-color decks. Purple shows a surprising story with the rise, the revival of Resonate as Rakuhoha control has died down. Our new favorite units are Ibuki and Trish, which both are Resonate units with different archetypes. You just can't keep the Resonate down, can you? In the legendaries category, green is replacing purple as the most popular. 4 out of the top 5 are in green. We're starting with the ever-versatile Doll's Memories, which fits into basically every green deck, and the very powerful Killer Bee Kami, which definitely got better because of the changes when it's played. Instead of having to get to Memory 4, so you can slap it down at the beginning, fits in very well with these action-heavy Hey Nico Nero decks. Black is actually sneaking into third with Civilization Rebel Sigma, showing its versatility as a late game threat in all sorts of different decks. You're talking zombie decks and mono black control and different two-color decks as well. And finally, we close out the top 5 legendaries with Natural Cycle and Ultra Lady Karin. Let's check out the ranking points. As we climb up the ranks, we'll start with the letter ranks below champion. Hey Nico is the most popular hero art still at this reign, using its combination of MP boosting and high utility actions to take the game, and it's followed closely by Dark Destruction, which can either take a Bamboo Pandemonium style deck or a pure control deck. For the, I'd say, entry range for champion, we're talking 1500 to 1700. Hey Nico still is on top, but Shieldspire is a much more common deck that you'll need to watch out for. So you're going to have to watch out for that once you get into champion especially. And lastly, in the high champion ranks, 1800 to 2100, we see different decks showing some dominance, with Temptation and Heart Tank taking the top spot. Heart Tank could be the more popular now Shara Ishvalda spam decks, while Temptation is definitely going to be something like Big Resonate. There isn't much data that we get for this high champion range though, so take these results with a grain of salt, but be aware that these decks are powerhouses. And we'll close out this video with a look at the most iconic decks from this month, as well as new archetypes you definitely need to keep your eye on. First, we've got the zombie decks. We've got two flavors of this. First, Pandemonium, which can come in a more control variant with Dark Destruction, or aggressive with Hyaku Retsu Kyaku, or Lightning Legs. We've also got the red splash of zombies, which uses Mega Tortoise to get insane value off your zombies dying. And we can see this being played with Ryu Shinku Hadoken, as well as Nergigante's Spike Dive Bomb. Another deck that has shown up in force here with the new balance changes is Shara Ishvalda Spam. This deck looks to get Shara Ishvaldas on the field, get as many as possible, and watch you crumble. A hard-hitting newcomer on the scene is Black Purple Tenkuha Resonate, utilizing cards like Trish and Sea Viper for cheap Resonate units. Allows it to splash black and play the very powerful black buff cards, which take your own life, to build these units to unstoppable heights. The last deck to spotlight is Mono Black Control, the definitive control deck for this season now that Rakuhoha is out of the way. There are variants in Raging Demon and Dark Destruction. This deck utilizes the zombie engine to help you build a large MP advantage, and also makes use of cards like Alexia Ashford to get that extra destruction we don't typically see in the two-color zombie decks. A special mention needs to go out to Ryu Shinku Hadoken Humans, which is considered a strong deck by many, but didn't see much representation on the feature matches. Alright, that is it for this month's meta analysis. A lot of new decks coming to the table. I'm excited to see if they'll hold up in the next month and just continue to prove their power, or if they're just going to be flash in the pans. Well, we'll have to find out next month. So until then, keep on learning, having some fun with me here on the Durian channel. Make sure you're subscribed so you get that next month notification and get to see the deck guides coming out as well. You gotta give a thumbs up for the algorithm. I'll see you in another video. Peace.